Well, good morning. Been a while. We've been busy. So I got a day. I got a couple sticks of square tubing, and I'm going to try to get some more floor work done and get the steering wheel where I want it, get the measurements, try to get the rest of the pedals in, and over the next couple of days I'll get the pedals in. I'll get the pedals are in, but I'll get the brake booster in and clutch master cylinder where I want it. I got to change the spot on it a little bit, and of course shifter's laid over the steering wheel because it's loose in there. But yeah, so I'll get some more of the flooring done. I'll show you what I get done, because the goal is I gotta take the cab back off, finish up the final welds on the frame, and install the firewall. So I got to get the old firewall out and get some 3/16 in there, and then double plate it where I'm going to have the booster, the brakes, and the steering come through. And then hopefully I come up with an idea for my exhaust. I've run through all sorts of scenarios, so I guess I'm just going to wing it, and I'll show you when I get done. I got an idea. The other thing is trial and error. You know, sometimes with air suspension, if you notice, I've got about 60 pounds in the front tires. I really need to go another 20 pounds, probably, maybe to 80, 60 to 80. I want to get the tires a little straighter. Can only do that without adding air to the bags to straighten up the front suspension. If I do that, I'm leaning backwards. And I have plenty of bag space in the back. I've got 80 pounds in them right now. So what I'm looking to do is, because I want the rake of the truck to be leaning forward, not leaning backwards. Not by much leaning forward, but just enough. So where the airbags are attached, I just tacked them in, as you can see, because I think I'm going to put a cross member in there, or some bracing under here to drop this plate down, so I can get the extra 2 inches I want. Or actually, I'll probably go 3 inches, full 3 inches. That way I've got something to play with. But that's what I've been kind of thinking. That way I can get my, I want to keep her this way. So, yeah, and then really leaning now to open front station on it. No fenders. Maybe a small hood. I'll fabricate some sort of a small hood. And I have a 32 or 34 grill, 36 Ford grill, truck grill, that I can get a radiator to fit that will do for the for the V8 and do that, and just do something with that. Might put some zoomies on her, maybe straight in the air zoomies, maybe straight in the air, then cap down and roll in behind the firewall underneath with some mufflers, just to make her look a little different. But I got a couple ideas. I got a couple of header kits. I got one set of headers, and I have a header kit. So I'll see what I can come up with. And then take the cab off, get the final welds, get the dry shaft back in it. I'm going to put a new clutch, throwout bearing, master cylinder for the clutch. Get the brake lines run, wiring run, and get it so she moves on her own. And get a radiator. And then we're good to go. This truck does have a registration with it. The truck came with a registration, a good registration, so I have no problems with DMV on this one. It's just go out and register it and get it inspected. The guy that would inspect it already looked at my frame and all my changes to my frame, suspension and everything, and he is good with it. So, yep. I got to fabricate a emergency brake for it. I may go back to the stock emergency brake that goes on the left-hand side down by the clutch pedal. It's just a push-pull. Or maybe one, this one, it's kind of like a cammed one. You guys are familiar with them, and you grab it, squeeze the handle and push it forward and pull it back. Or could use one out of the 64 out back that is just a handle. You push it and pull it and lock it. Got a couple different options. That would be the same truck that the steering came out of it. So yep, that's where I am. So I'll do a little work on the floor and we'll shoot another video. Been busy, not in the garage. Hey, those are the fenders. I probably showed you those already. Should have, maybe tomorrow afternoon, a video on the F5. We should have it back here. I have plans for that for the next rat rod. So, of course, not done this one, not anywhere close to being finished this one, but this one runs and moves on its own. That was the goal for this year. I will get at that point. Literally lot of work for me because I'm in and out all the time. I only get in a couple hours here and there on this right now. So yeah, but it's got a good stance. I had a lot of good comments on the stance and the frame and that kind of stuff. Appreciate all the comments and the suggestions. Had a lot of good suggestions on cutting a hood, cutting the fenders. But I don't think I'm going for that look on here. I was not looking for that look, and then I kind of leaned for that look as being a truck instead of being something completely not what it should be. So I guess I'm going to lean back to that side. The next one I will probably be a lot more hot rod. The F5 cab and the other frame I have will probably be a lot more of a hot rod style. And I will give you an idea of that when I get the truck here and show you what I got plans for that one. Okay, thanks for subscribing, liking. I love the comments, so I appreciate it. Thank you.